And here we are.
Two guys trying to podcast.
Yeah, this is episode 14.
14.
14.
Oh, on the 14th.
On the 14th. Holy fuck.
And there's Tyler. You need to be in here, so there's three of us. Holy fuck, dude. It's our 14th episode on the 14th day. Yeah. Fucking dude.
Say hello, Tyler.
Hi.
Last night, we were done doing fucking hanging out in the living room and shit, and I looked at my phone. I was like, "Oh, battery's at 23%," and Tyler's like, "Mine's at 32," and I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here." There's just been a lot of weird shit like that going on, to be honest.
Yeah, it's been crazy for me too. Like I've noticed a lot of like similar things. Like
I was saying you need to come here, and then we could be 3 on 14, and we could be pi.
You can come in and be pie with us
I reckon.
if you want to.
Can.
Hell, dude, you can roll that chair in here if you want and hang out for like the whole fucking
You're
thing.
still kind of on pie duty, though. We've got pizza coming because Papa John's has a buy one get one free
on
bring
3.14 pie
the
there.
stool in here.
Bring the stool in here. Good.
Yeah. Now we're two guys trying to podcast plus one.
With Tyler,
Hi.
our good friend. That's
That.
awesome.
But you're saying you're having some
Yeah,
weird synchronicities as well.
Fucking. I don't know. I was talking to Courtney about it. There was one that was like, freaking. So the last podcast I was listening to was with Joe Rogan. I can't remember who, but it was all about vaccines and Alzheimer's vaccinations and whatnot.
Yeah,
And,
that guy.
But so yeah, that one was like his most recent one. But then I was letting Star Talk play for Duke because I was just leave podcast play for him when we were gonna
Right.
be gone for a while.
Yeah.
But when I came home, fucking, it was talking to somebody about vaccinations again. It was
That's
somebody
crazy.
different. I'm like, this is weird.
Oh yeah, because he had two people on the last week about vaccines. He had some chick and then some guy.
Yeah.
But the chick actually wasn't. What was hers? I forgot. I didn't listen to him because I don't fucking give a shit about vaccines. Fucking whatever.
I can open this so we can see the pie.
He'll knock and.
Oh, will he?
I'll- dude, this house is like 10 feet by 10 feet, dude. We'll hear it.
But now we can spy on your neighbors.
And they're probably spying on us, dude.
There was another
They're gonna
fucking.
be sad I'm moving.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure he will be.
because he won't have anybody to give his wrapping paper to.
Exactly. Dude, but you were saying.
There was another time. There's been a couple of just weird, like odd, similar things like that. And I can't remember what they are right now. It's
What
just-
was the one thing with the? Oh, we are talking about something about tacos. What were we talking about tacos? You said
You said Taco Tuesday, that place over here, and I was like, man, I wish there was some place that would just do like unlimited tacos, like all you can eat.
like an all-you-can-eat taco. Well, then what did I get an ad or?
No, I think someone shared it.
Oh, yeah,
on
somebody
my
shared.
News feed.
Yeah, on the news feed that there's a new Mexican buffet, and we're like, what the fuck, dude? Like all-you-can-eat Mexican buffet. I was like, that's fucking crazy. And there's just like been a bunch of weird shit though.
Yesterday, I was listening to one of the KDHX radio shows, and it was Loud, Quiet, Loud, and they always play like just random like noise music, rock music, like oldies. And he played some song that was on, supposedly it was featured on the SpongeBob movie, and it was like called Squeeze Me by Nerd or something like that. And I was talking to Jordan when she finally woke up, and she's like, I heard the weirdest freaking song today, or yesterday. I'm like, oh yeah? Me too. And I started telling her about what mine was. I was like, it was a song that's on SpongeBob, blah, 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 and I sent her a link. And as I'm typing, or sending her a link, she sends me the message that she was typing out about how it's called Squidward's Nose, and it's by a person named Cupcake or something. It was just weird how
They're
both
both
our weird
SpongeBob.
songs were SpongeBob themed. Like,
That's crazy.
Man, there was
I remember what my other one was.
Go ahead.
It was I was listening to Listen Money Matters, and I was talking about like practicing shit.
By
and
the
get-
way, I've checked them out and I'm into it.
yeah, it's a solid podcast.
Yeah, they're cool dudes. Kind of like us, except they didn't know each other first.
Yeah, it's weird. But they were talking about getting good at anything, and just like, you know, that you put in all the practice you want, but you know, if you're not making the practice count, it's worthless. You know, and it's like
Right.
it's, you know, make the practice count. It's not the practice. And it was like make the days count. It's not the number of days. It's making the days count.
Right.
And like I was just thinking of that, you know, I was like, that's exactly how it is, you know. Like it doesn't matter the life you live, it's it's making the days count or some shit like that. I was just driving home. Then like 2 days ago, Courtney and I are driving somewhere, we passed a church and it says that same fucking thing on their board.
The exact same thing. That's
like-
fucking weird.
That's weird.
Better than tweet others how you wish to be tweeted, or
Resistance
we're all
is
about
futile.
that. Yeah, we're all about that grace, no evil. Oh, and the sugar preaching leads to tooth decay. Man, there's always good ones, dude. That's the one by the Smash Bros thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you keep going down that road. Fucking, I don't know. What do you think? That is weird though, how things happen like that, occur like that. I feel like we definitely fucking are broadcasting some sort of frequency or signal by the way our neurons are firing, because it is pretty much just one big electrical current going on, and we are one big fucking conductor being mainly made up mostly of water, you know, and like all of our fucking functions are due to fucking neurons firing, which is a small electrical charge being sent, you know, from a neuron to a neuron receptor and fucking sending signals through your body. So it's like you think that the way those are firing, or like the order and pattern that those are firing, are got to be creating some sort of frequency, and you have to be emitting some sort of energy.
I feel like that's very possible.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying? And I feel like then that's where like maybe a lot of synchronicities may come from too, or maybe when you're thinking of somebody and then they call you, maybe it's because you were subconsciously picking up on their fucking frequency of them having the intent of calling you. And
speak of the double moments.
yeah, kind of fucking just weird shit. Well, not weird, science maybe.
I don't think it's as weird, like, say, if I'm talking about you and you call me, because you're you know, like, in my daily circle.
Right.
But if it's like somebody I ain't talked about or
Right.
thought about in a minute, like
Right.
somebody I ain't seen in a couple years.
Or when
all
you're
of a sudden-
thinking the same shit, you know, and you say it, we'll do that for a better instance too, because I feel like also, like, I feel like the calling thing and might be a stretch, because I mean that's a huge distance, and like how far are these fucking signals being broadcast, and how well can your body subconsciously pick up on this shit.
I remember, I can't remember if it was a podcast, but I remember it in taking information on some form of something like that, where like trees can send out waves like that, like energy waves like
Oh,
that.
no shit.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen the thing where the chick hooks the electrodes up to plants, and she takes the electrical signals that plants are broadcasting, you know, through their functions, and fucking converts it into music, dude. Like she doesn't have to edit it or anything, but she takes that signal and
I have heard that.
converts into fucking actual music. And you can go and, like, if you touch the plant or do something to the plant, like, it changes the frequency of the fucking noise and makes different tones and shit. She wants to create a whole, like, place where she has these set up, and she's working on it, doing it wirelessly, which is obviously a lot better, because you have all these fucking wires running around. But yeah, and so, like, it'd be kind of like a park or like a museum where you can go in where these and listen.
I have a DJ
and
mixing
interact
board
with
with
these
plant leaves.
interact with these plants and listen to the music that you create through them.
That's crazy.
Fucking plants are crazy, dude. Fuck your fucking ethical vegans that aren't eating meat, because animals are living fucking things, dude. Plants are fucking just as conscious and living as
Just because they
any
can't
fucking
move the
animal.
way we
yeah,
do.
Yeah, or
Can't express themselves.
yeah, well they do. Maybe we just don't fucking
Animals
interpret
do.
it, you know?
Like they've proven that they'll send out a different frequency whenever bugs eat them.
Right.
And they'll
make
even
them-
change their smell
Right.
to where they think it tastes less pudding for
Appealing, yeah.
the fucking bug, you know, so
Yeah.
it'll stop being ate.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
That's
isn't it?
crazy. Yeah. I'm gonna
You
look
told
up.
me about the one book that you read or whatever about the
Oh, The Secret Life of Plants?
yeah,
Yeah.
how like the guy would hook the plants up to like the lie detector test, and then
Yeah.
like would he ask it questions or like
Yeah, he would just like interact with it differently and like fucking.
I remember you
and
telling
it
me
would
like
change.
how it would like pick up on his energy before he even like
Right.
physically said or did anything. It would just like pick up
Right.
on
If he had bad thoughts towards the plant, it changed it made the thing go. But if he had like, and even if he would go far away, he'd go like across town or just go to a completely different city, and still have this thing hooked up to a machine and fucking communicate with this thing supposedly, fucking through these long distances.
That's
I
crazy.
still have the book, dude. It's pretty cool. Fucking Secret Life of Plants. But yeah, that's like the first instance of anybody trying that, and like doing that. So that's fucking neat.
Yeah, I was gonna look up that tree thing I was talking about, see if I could fucking figure that out again later. But then you said Secret Life of Plants. I'm gonna check that out too.
I have it.
Dude.
Yeah.
Ah, cool. But yeah, I remember one time. I remember it was a couple years ago, and I was at drill, and I remember that being a thing. You know, like somebody like saying they went to a tree and they just thought this energy for somebody else, and then that person called them later.
Right. So that like the tree is acting as an antenna.
Yeah, and I remember hearing about that. So like, I remember I was at drill and I was just like sending good energy towards you. It was towards you too. I remember. I was
shit.
just like, I remember being at drill. Like,
I wonder, you should have
I'm
called
gonna
me.
try it out.
Should have called me. Maybe it did.
It might have. You're still here, so it might have done some good.
Yeah, it might have.
So it's Pie Day.
Yeah, and we're getting pie. One free pie.
One free pie.
One we bought.
Courtney said she didn't make a pie. She's wishing she would have made a pie today.
Oh. Yeah, what has she been making pies?
She's made about 2 or 3.
Pizza pies or actual pies?
Actual pie.
I mean, a pizza pie is still an actual pie.
Very true.
Damn. It's deep, bro.
No peach cobbler, man.
I'll
She
tell
made
her.
an apple.
Peach pie.
I've tried both of them.
She made what were they?
Apple was one of them.
She put pineapple and
Oh yeah, I remember.
mango.
Yeah, that's
mango.
That's what it was.
She's gonna listen
How
to
was
this
that?
and smack me later.
Is that pie good?
It's good.
It was good.
I only got like one bite of it, and then she took it to work, and none of it came back.
It either fell on the floor or it was a hit.
It was a hit. It was a hit. How about this wind, though?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, we're in the Midwest. It's flat, and the wind's fucking blowing.
And just a couple shingles blew off my garage.
No shit.
Yeah. Fucking. Driving here was a constant fucking keeping the wheel turned to the right.
Which is always weird because like, and luckily it's like a constant wind because like when it lets up, it's like.
Swerved the other lane by accident.
Yeah, it was a little tricky getting here. Glad I got the Jeep back and got it online with the new tires on it. The handle's way better, man.
True that. What's your week been like?
My week, it's been good. It's been different knowing that it's like my last week at Graham because I took that transfer to Southwestern, you know? Like tomorrow's my last day at Graham and I started at Southwestern.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know. Honestly, it's like I did it, but I feel like I don't know if it's going to be a permanent thing or not. I'm still waiting to hear back from IDOT.
Yeah, true that. Give me a flavor. Turn my hair off. Sorry.
They've still been putting me in the tower and I've just been hanging out there a lot.
Anybody giving you shit?
Some people are like, why the fuck you going there? You know, like, the place is full of crackheads. It's like, hey man, I'm just trying to move. Just trying to do different things with myself.
Right?
You know? Like,
Sit in Hillsboro my whole life.
Right?
Have you ever seen anywhere else in the world, bro? Like, that's why I'm going there.
people are like, why you want to try to get to St. Louis? And I'm like, man, granted, I really haven't been there that much this month, but it's like, I couldn't tell you how many times I went to St. Louis alone, you know, like,
Right.
just doing stuff in St. Louis.
Yeah, there's better shit to do there.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I know, I like going to Tots and fucking digging around out in the woods and shit. But it's like, I don't know, just for like, there's just more options of stuff to do. Like, yeah, I can go dig around in the woods, or I could, ride a dirt bike. Fucking, it's like, they do all sorts of things. They got museums, they got fucking rock climbing, fucking different parks, and fucking just people and places and restaurants and
Different
food.
gyms to choose from.
Different fucking cultures to experience, dude. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's cool as shit.
Yeah, it's fun times.
It is, dude.
Fun times.
Actually went right. Well, yeah.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Tuesday. Fucking outstanding, man. I was actually really impressed with myself, dude. Like, I don't know, I'm just like way stronger, way more control over myself, dude. Like, I can, like, just like my ability to like hold on and then just like move in a controlled manner instead of like jerky or jolty moves or trying to use momentum to like get myself to a point that's more just
Fluent, more consistent,
Yeah.
one solid movement.
it was pretty sweet. I was pretty fucking impressed.
You think that's just from like the workouts you've been like the kettlebell workouts or anything in particular, or
I think it's a
weightlifting
combination of a couple things. I think it's a combination of working out, but I also think it's also like working out in a manner that I'm not fatigued, that they're not, because like before, you know, like I do like really hard, like a lot harder workouts, and like more like CrossFit or like a harder interval training style of fucking workout, and a lot of times it leaves my fucking shit tired or sore, you know, for multiple days. And now I don't really have that, and also I've been doing jiu-jitsu obviously, so like I'm not fatigued from that either, because shit, that your grip on that, you know, let alone, but I think that also strengthened my grip. But like if I went rock climbing like after a fucking hard roll, or like, you know, a fucking class or like open mat or something, dude, fucking hands would be smoking. Actually my forearms are they're pretty fucking sore, to be honest with you. But that day, dude, when I rock climbed, I was like, dude, I could have kept going, dude. I was like, and I also was rock climbing in a manner that is similar to the way I've been working out, and that would be climb a route or try a route. And when I would get to, it's not pizza, when I would get to like a point where I couldn't make it, you know, like, or like I would try to reach for it. I wouldn't try to like just fucking hang in there and just like struggle my way through it, you know, like I would fucking release, and then next time I'd go, and I'd take a break too. I'd like fucking chill out, you know, like don't just do it back to back and not get this huge muscle pump going and my fucking forearms and grip smoked. And so I'd like just dick around for a minute, you know, fucking 5-10 minutes, you know, whatever, and then fucking hit it again. I'd be able to go to that spot, and that time I can, you know, analyze what I did, or like what my next step needs to be, and then boop boop boop, yeah, fucking do it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The only thing that wasn't good or better is the fucking texture of the rocks, the roughness on my fingers. My fingers aren't
calloused over.
Yeah, you know, they're soft.
Fingers are weak.
Fingers are weak. My skin's weak.
Yeah, my hands, and I'm a little punk ass bitch with my hands. Like I don't do shit, dude. Like I don't do anything with my hands anymore right now.
Oh yeah, true that.
It sucks.
I don't really do much. Well, I mean, I fucking work with like little screws and tools and shit, but not like it was when I was working construction.
I write a lot. Yeah, I fucking, like my last couple days at work, I've literally just spent like a majority of the time writing a love letter to Courtney.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How's that?
It was good. I finished it up last night and put it in the mirror for her to read. But I spent like 3 or 4 days on this fucking thing, and I used mind mapping actually to help me out with it.
Nice.
Which was like my first ever legit mind map. And
How so?
like, it's kind of hard for me to explain, and like I haven't got a full grasp on it yet, but it's definitely something after doing that. It's like I want to try pursuing this on a lot of other things. Like,
Right.
you know how you said on the last podcast you're talking about trying to, like, you know, figure out your principles and, you know, write.
Yeah, which I've started doing.
Have you done
I've got
that?
some written down.
I was gonna say, like, this would probably really help you out with that.
Word.
Like, I'm planning on doing it for myself also.
Nice.
You know, like, dude, it's just like you pretty much you take the word, I took her, you know, and like what I thought of her, you know, for like words that I think of for her, and then
Right.
I'd break it down further on what those words mean.
Right.
And like I got stuck on life, and then so I was thinking about what life really is,
Right.
and just like that took on the whole thing on its
Right.
own for a minute.
Well, that's all. And then plus that's all just fucking personal fucking.
Yeah,
preference,
exactly.
you
That
know?
too, you know, like that's, you know, like
That's how everything is, though.
It's what
everything
the-
is just all perspective.
and it's mapping your mind out, not somebody else's. It's
Right.
your, you know, like
Right.
it's your takeaway on
Right.
it. And
Yeah, I actually did something kind of similar to that. I actually, like, because on my mirror, I just fucking, instead of writing it straight down in the notebook, I fucking, on the mirror, so I was like, I decided that it would not be belief. I feel like belief, in my mind, beliefs and values are different. Like, belief is something that you can believe, but a value is like a code or something that you live by. And I feel like a value, like a code that you live by, is something that, like, it should, I feel like those should be like the fucking Constitution. Like, those things are like in there in a manner that they don't need, like, I'm not even going to use that as an example because you can amend it, but you can't change it. You know, like, it should be in a fashion that's just universal, that's fucking not so specific that it can't work for all situations, but also not so broad that you can't apply it. So
anything.
yeah, so it should be something that in your life that you're unwavered on, like how you treat people or fucking something like that. And I feel like a belief though is like an idea that you can have or that you can believe, but it can be changed through maybe more understanding or more of something of that belief, so it can be changed. But I feel like a value is something that should be like this concrete fucking thing, or are in my mind the way I thought of it. But anyways, I fucking like wrote value down, like what I was like, what are my values? And I'm like, okay, well, what the fuck is a value? So like I wrote the definition of value down, and just like started writing shit down, and then kind of like went from there. It's like
it's crazy, just writing something down like that, actually starting to write something like writing what Courtney meant to me.
Right.
Like just really puts in a whole different perspective. Then it's like I should really do this with myself, because like I feel like it will get me a better basis than
Right.
of where I am in life. What I'm trying to achieve, and
Right.
I'm wanting to do it with this podcast too. Figure out where like actually sit and focus and take time to direct this thing and figure out what's happening with it. What I'm intending for it and how I'm hoping to make it grow. And I feel like I could take.
I think that's like a meeting that we can sit down and have too, and I think that'll be happening obviously way in the very near future. Especially when we're living together.
But just writing things down like that was definitely giving me like a better sense of like analyzing it all.
Right,
better.
because you take it out of this like imaginary space of your mind and put it down on something that is tangible that you can fucking see, and you're like, and a lot of times when it's floating around in your mind and you're like, that might just be a brief thought in your mind, and because my mind constantly cycles through fucking thoughts, like you're never not thinking, and it's like you might be on the subject of one thing, but then you might see something and you're completely on a different topic. So but like this way, it's like you're actually focused on that, and you can see that, and you can understand where your mind is going from there, and it helps you to fucking just really
break it down.
Like a lot of times I'll think of something and then I'll fucking say it and I'm like, God damn, that's the stupidest fucking thing, but it sounded so goddamn smart in my mind.
Yeah. It's crazy.
My dog, dude.
I want to play.
I like your pants, Tyler.
Thank you.
Tyler, how's your week been, bud?
Yes, they're stretchy.
They're shiny, dude. I'm down.
Good.
Stretch pants.
Been working.
Yeah.
So you liking working for my uncles?
Yeah.
So Uncle Jeff hasn't been on you like he used to be on us?
That's my understanding, though.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Good for you. Happy.
He has nitpicked a little bit here and there, but nothing from what I've heard of stories at all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Officially made me really nervous working there and starting off hearing some of these stories, and then actually working with him on like solo projects when he was gone or off doing something else. Like me and him built like crates or gotten, I don't know, just little things like the moral bonding moment, I guess you would say.
The moral bonding moment.
Yeah. It's. I get it though from him. Like he wants shit to be good, dude. Like that's like it's his fucking company, and he's trying to create an image, and like he wants that to be upkept the way he would upkeep it. But I can attest, he's not like normal people. I'm also not like normal people. Like and we all have our own things. He's just very particular about shit, dude. There's shit that I'm very
people like that, or
about.
you need people like that for certain companies to thrive. And
right. And Uncle Todd's the complete opposite, dude. He's a mess. Like he gets shit scattered around. And fucking, he not that he's a complete mess, but he's not as organized as Uncle Jeff. And it's like if Todd tried to run a company by himself, it might not work out that well because of his unorganization. But if you bring Jeff into the fucking equation, that is like this organized freak, it's like you have like the perfect, dude. It's fucking, it's crazy how it worked out, dude. It is really cool. Like I like to look at it. I'm like, yeah, dude, because me and Jericho both said it was like neither one of them could run this company by themselves, but together they have the acquired skills to do it. That's fucking, it's really interesting.
And that's why it's in the family name, man.
Right.
What they've built is very incredible, too. And how much they've branched and, like, from stories of what you told me and what I physically, like, seen, like, the organization in the shop and stuff. Just, like, how things are labeled and stuff are just incredible.
Right.
Like, there's really a lot of thought put into it.
Oh, yeah, it makes it so easy to really do shit.
Oh, yeah. It's like categorizing and like making their own encyclopedia, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
whatever,
pretty
of,
much.
like
Of parts.
parts.
And, like,
Efficiency.
and even not even just parts, but even like products that acquire assembly, and we have like these all laid out, like how to put a stand together,
Right.
fucking how to put this together, fucking. Yeah, it is pretty dope, dude.
Right in the
What
middle.
really fucking blows my mind though when I think about it is like when they did this, there was no internet,
Right?
you know, and like they had to like
Damn.
find all these parts, you know, to like. I think, dude, because when they first started, like they didn't have fucking vacuum filters
You
or
went through,
final
like,
fil- They would put
electronic
makeup.
catalogs.
They would put makeup inside fucking vacuum filters and final filters and shake them out and fucking reuse them because they didn't have any fucking parts. So it's like they had to find somewhere to get this shit, and like the diaphragms for the pumps and the fucking regulators and fucking brass fittings and shit. Like Uncle Jeff would sit down with the McMaster car fucking catalog and just like look through every single fucking thing until he found like what he needed, you know. It was like, or what he could use, and then it's like, and then on
Did
top-
they have pictures, or was it just like?
Yeah. Oh, dude,
it was-
McMaster car is.
I've never looked. Like,
oh, dude, I'll
I didn't know if it was
bring
like
one
a
back.
phone book for like parts, where it's just like the part and like some VIN number and.
Dude, complete breakdowns of parts, dude. Like it's super detailed, like a whole schematic of the part and
That's
like all
why
sorts
it's
of
9 inches big.
It's-
or 9 inches thick.
It is. Did you measure it?
No.
Oh, it is. It's fucking. They're
You
huge,
showed it to
dude.
me though.
I'm like, I just ripped this in half.
That's
crazy.
In competition.
Yeah.
I don't even take a tear in half.
Right. Yeah, it is fucking. That is pretty cool. Pretty nice.
It is pretty nice.
Yeah, let's see what else. Though. Oh yeah, Monday I did the Space Chaser or Night Space Chaser. Night Chaser.
Yeah, how was that?
Oh, fucking dope, dude! I went to the a show at the City Museum. Yeah, it was pretty dope, dude. Fucking. They had a stage down by the whale. They had another one in that vault room area where like. Have you been there?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I know what you're talking
and
about.
then, well, yeah, they got all the mirrors in there. They took the hamster wheel wasn't in there. Then they had another stage in the bar, like the one, the the arcade bar area. And then they had another stage, inside the skateless park. So it's like the skate park, but you don't skate in there. Yeah, they had that in there, which they expanded.
So it looked like there was a lot more ramps in there when I was watching videos and stuff.
Yeah, they've added more rope swings and ramp things in
Yeah.
there. Fucking, yeah, they definitely expanded. And
The City Museum is fucking awesome.
oh yeah, super dope, dude. And then they got a Halloween show coming, which they have tickets for sale, and you should probably maybe check into that. It's on a Thursday right now, but there's a lot of time until Halloween.
Yeah.
But they will. This thing's sold out, and fucking that's gonna sell out too. I know it.
Yeah.
There was people trying to scam tickets, like that's how bad they were sold out.
Speaking of scams, dude, somebody tried to scam me on Craigslist for these tires that I'm selling. They sent me a check that was over $1,000 more than what it needed to be because they said that somebody was gonna have to pick them up, like they were getting them picked up. Which I didn't know the stipulations, dude. It could have been some fucking used tire person that buys tires up off Craigslist or whatever. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'll see what it's like when this gets here, dude. Fucking check was bogus as fuck, dude. I was like, nah. And then he messaged me. I need to message him back. I'm gonna troll him a little bit. He's like, oh yeah, man. The secretary at my work says it's there, but I had to leave for business, and I won't be back till next week. And then blah blah. Blah. And then when next week comes, it's fucking bullshit.
But so Tool announced that they're gonna be in St. Louis like Wednesday, I think it was,
On a Wednesday.
and the tickets don't even go on sale till Friday. Actually, I think it might have been Tuesday. It's been about 2 days. I got tickets last night, pre-ordered them,
Oh, nice.
but they're already like they're gonna sell out before tickets even go on sale. So it's
Right.
like I was like, I'm getting on this now because there's
How'd
no
you get on the pre-sale?
fucking they're pre-selling. Every site is pre-selling them. They're just not
Right,
actually.
but usually you have to be like some sort of like member of something to be able to get the.
That's how it was with the Alice in Chains and Korn. So when I was looking at them, if you were like subscribed or
To Eventbrite or something like
yeah,
that.
to like some other like side company or something like that, you can get early access to purchase these tickets. And if you don't, you have to wait for the actual sale date to get to them. Because I was gonna plan on buying one for Jordan for her birthday because she loves Korn, and her birthday is the 25th of August, and this is on the 23rd, so it would have been a good birthday present.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I saw that, and 2 days later, she messaged me saying like how her mom bought them pit tickets for like $109 a piece for her birthday. So at least she gets to go. I'm happy.
Now you're fucked because you're trying to figure out what you're gonna do for her birthday.
A little bit, but I feel like our
I feel like going
anniversary
to
probably.
see Tipper in Colorado is like the whole year covered.
I feel like that would be good enough.
Oh, and Spangle. God damn it, it's a Spangle show, but I'm like, just all about Tipper. It's like, fucking, I'm a douchebag.
Yeah, I'm just happy I got my Tool tickets. Still trying to win free tickets though.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
Yeah, the computer's probably still playing the point right now
Yeah.
at work.
I'll run that whenever we do the podcast.
Oh, yeah, not a big
I was
deal.
trying to debate on how much to spend, like where I wanted to be. Fucking almost got floor seats. Didn't do it because like some of the tickets, dude, like fucking this whole show, like the nosebleeds, the highest nosebleeds are still like 170 some odd fucking dollars.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
I was about it.
Yeah, that's stupid. What a fucking... That's stupid, dude. That is so stupid. Why would you charge... people that support your music, dude, why would you charge your fans?
I don't think it's them.
That
I think
ridiculous,
it's
that
fucking
price.
everybody else being greedy about it.
Who's everybody else?
Fucking like the venue and this ticket sellers themselves. I don't think it's Tool themselves because they're usually fucking everything I've seen with Tool. They're usually not really worried about getting your money. They're more worried about their art. And
Fuck that. That is fucking crazy. Oh, word up.
Pie's here.
I think it's also that much just because they haven't been out in forever.
Right.
And fucking they got a whole huge cult following and they're already
Right.
selling out before they just announced the tour or the show 3 or 4 days ago
Right.
and they're almost out already, you know.
Tool sounds like a bunch of tools.
Easy.
I'm trash talking. Give a fuck.
Easy.
Dude, any band that you have to pay $170 to go see a fucking nosebleeds, dude, that's fucking straight. That's disrespectful, dude.
Competition, like it's supply and demand.
I guess. Man. Like, if it was scalpers, I could fucking see that and fuck scalpers, but it's like, the pre-sale before the even tickets go on sale, dude? That's crazy, dude.
I put the pie in the oven. So the cat won't fuck with it.
That's crazy. That blows my mind. Yeah.
Well, I did it.
Yeah.
I'm about it.
Yeah.
Hit some of my savings on that.
Oh, I would imagine.
But I don't know where to go with this one after that though, man. You
Yeah,
shot me
man.
down.
Yeah, I did, because fuck that, dude. Especially for like a band that's supposed to be like against the fucking grain, dude. How much more fucking not against the grain could you get when it comes to shit like that? And it's like, and even if it was the venue, dude, if you weren't about that and those were your values and principles, like the shit that you fucking want to pretend to be about, then you would say no. And especially if you got the cult following, like you're saying you do, they have the ability to say no because they'll get supported elsewhere and people will still support them even if it isn't at Chaffetz Arena or whatever the fuck it is, dude. That sounds crazy. I'm sorry. That just made me angry. I don't know why it made me so angry.
Just breathe.
Yeah.
I guess it's a good thing I missed it.
It's fucking crazy, dude. Because it's not like there's corporate people trying to go see that. You know, it's like your target is just like average fucking people, dude. And it's like it's hard enough out there, dude. They have to go for anything, dude. Fuck, I get $100 to death, dude. I feel like anything. There's nothing is less than $100 anymore. If it's not $100, it's at least $20.
Right.
Right.
Adulthood's taught me to show how quick $100 can go away and how to live off of $17 for the rest of the week.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, dude. I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. It's some weird shit though in the world.
Very.
Or at least here. I don't know what like the fucking financial situations of, like are in other countries, dude. It just sucks that you only have this one perspective of this fucking place, and you're like, well, I wonder what it's like. And like you would have to go live there for so many odd years to even really have a grasp or a feel for
you can't go to like Germany and figure it out for a week. Exactly.
Yeah, you know, it's like you need to have like a job and fucking have to buy insurance or not buy insurance or whatever the fucking norm is to live to survive in there. Yeah, it's just weird. That's just like the same thing I was talking to him about. I was like, I wonder what racism's like in other countries. Like, is it the same? Or, like, is it not? Like, and then we were listening to that podcast, the Joe Rogan podcast with, somebody from Brazil. Oh, a comedian from Brazil. And he's like, no, there's not racism against blacks there, And it's like, and it's like, wow, that kind of answers my question. It's just weird. And he's like, it's like, what is it like that in other countries? Like what about Europe or like we'll say predominantly white countries? Like what's racism like in Europe or France?
Or Russia
against African Americans, or they're not African Americans, they're I guess against Africans in general.
Yeah. I don't know.
I guess I don't even know enough about slavery, dude. What kind of slavery did they have going on up there? Did they participate in the same shit?
Are we the only country with like a huge racist issue?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
I feel like we are.
I think.
I'm not saying that racism don't exist.
I think a big part of it might be also is because we've all come from some other part of the country, like originally,
right.
like.
But here or
like
nothing there.
No, I'm talking like America in general.
Right.
This because it's a melting pot, and you're always gonna have people from other countries gonna have a bias about other people from other countries. And
it's because like the Italians and Irish fucking hate each other. Like, right? There's like a feud there, or I feel like I've seen some movies that portray that. Getting my facts from fucking Hollywood, son.
And that's where everybody gets their facts anymore. That's where everybody gets their facts. It's like, the movie culture is where people get their biased or their ideas of how other countries are. Like everybody smokes in Europe, apparently.
Really?
I don't know. It's just everybody's always smoking over there.
Yeah, at least in France. Let's see. History of slavery. Let's check that out. Look, Josh, I'm looking shit up, man.
Cool. He's Googling.
I'm Googling. The history of slavery spans many cultures, nationalities, and regions from ancient times to the present day. However, social, economic, and legal position of slaves were vastly different in different systems of slavery in different times and places. Alright, that's a long time ago. Damn, dude, everybody was slaves at one point in time. Slavery is rare among hunter-gatherer populations because it is developed as a system of social stratification. Slavery was known in the first civilizations such as Sumer and Mesopotamia, which that's fucking crazy.
I don't know what the fuck those are.
It's like Middle East area, Africa, but those were the first. They're the oldest known civilizations that we know of, and those places had complete social structures in place. They had road systems, they had language, they had writing, they had all that shit, an organized social structure. The rest of the world were fucking chucking spears still. Yeah, fucking weird, dude. There's something to all that.
I remember hearing about this.
Yeah, I was probably telling you about it because it was something because those are also is Mesopotamia is the region in which Abraham was told by his God to go find his people or find his people's chosen land or some shit like that. Fucking might be misquoting because he had the sons Isaac and Jacob. Yeah, and then so I don't know enough about it, but that he was like the first one of which like Judaism, Christianity, and Islam all come from the one fucking religion, which is the God of Abraham, and fucking Yeah, and that's where he supposedly came from. And so, like, the whole theory, though, is that Mesopotamia might have, like, that civilization might have actually had contact with the aliens or the gods or whatever the fuck you want to call them, and that one of those gods maybe had instructed Abraham, or Abraham felt or did for some whatever reason, and like that they, I think, because there wasn't even monotheism, which is just the belief in one god, there was still polytheism in Mesopotamia, so they believed in multiple gods. So that's why they think that just maybe one of those singular gods from Mesopotamia that they had contact with told Abraham to do something. I don't know.
Fuck these other guys.
There's not very.
Obey me.
There might be a lot on there, but learning anything about that is just very hard because it's just all speculatory and there's not like any real hard evidence. It's just a lot of fucking conspiracy type people fucking
speculation.
Yeah, speculating, or alien people and shit. But whatever. I guess that's all you got. But I don't know. There's just a lot of shit I don't buy into. But yeah. But anyways, so that's where it originated. But they said even, let's see. The Ottoman Wars and the Ottoman Wars in Europe resulted in the taking of large numbers of Christian slaves. Slavery became common within much of Europe during the Dark Ages, and it was continued in the Middle Ages. An Atlantic slave trade. Let's see. Yeah, so it looks like everywhere has fucking slaves. So I wonder what the fuck. Whoa. Although slavery is no longer legal anywhere in the world with an exception of penal labor, whichever that, human trafficking remains an international problem, and an estimated 25 to 40 million people are enslaved today through human trafficking. So all low-key shit.
Hide your daughters.
Yeah, hide your feet. Supposedly it's a fucking problem, dude. Fucking crazy, dude, isn't it? It's fucking crazy that I can Google Street View my fucking house right now, but you can't find 25 to 40 million fucking people.
Somebody's got a pretty big basement.
You know what I'm saying? It's like... there's something, you know? And it's just like... And it's like... I can Google Maps my fucking thing, but it's like... There's like hundreds of millions of pounds of fucking illegal substances coming into the country, and you can't fucking figure that out either.
Right.
It's like, I mean, not that I want you to figure it out, but I'm just saying, if you really wanted, if you weren't maybe the ones pulling the strings, it would have been figured out by now and put to a kibosh. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they'll ever be able to stop that. The human trafficking, maybe, but the illegal substances.
Once we all get plants inserted.
Yeah, they're trying to make that seem like it's okay.
Yeah, can I get it in my dick?
Right.
That's where I want it.
Put it right in my tank. But they're trying to control the illegal substance from coming in illegally whenever we can't even keep illegal substances out of our prisons.
Right.
You know?
True.
It's like, we can't even do that. So what makes you think we're not...
Why can't you? You're in there. What's up? I'm not in the DEA or anything, so I don't...
It's not a drug problem in Graham right now, but the other prisons that, like, the max facilities or whatnot, like, they make hooch there on the spot.
Oh, right.
You know, like...
Well, yeah, well, that's not people bringing drugs in, though.
But then they got people fucking bringing in, like, way up their fucking ass. way up there.
Well, when I got locked up last time, people were fucking smuggling, like, weed and shit in. Not in the prison, but in, like, the county jail I was in.
That's how it usually... No, that's if it's in prison, it came in through county, but
right.
Usually.
No, true that. Trying to think if there was... Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how
you think
bad
guards are letting this shit slide?
I don't know how bad Illinois is, but I know some other prisons are worse, and I think it's probably just because guards are letting it because they're not paying their guards enough. You know, I mean, Illinois, has one of the best fucking DOCs out there because they were well paid.
Right.
Fucking a lot of these other states, these guys are making them just barely over minimum wage.
No shit.
Yeah, dude. Fucking working for Missouri, shit, dude.
Now, why would you go to be a corrections officer?
I don't know, but whenever you're barely like making 30,000 or 25,000 a year, and you know you got this fucker saying, "Hey, you know, I'll slide you 1,000, you know, if you look the other way."
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, or if you
Let's
bring this
double
in
it down,
or if you bring this in yourself, fucking there'll be money in your mailbox later.
Right.
You know, like that shit happens.
Yeah.
And it's
I
like
don't blame motherfuckers for real.
gotta live. So that's how that's happened. There's even fucking, I've heard of like people fucking gangs keeping certain people having a straight record so that way they could go be correctional officers at certain facilities.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that way they have guys on the inside.
Oh yeah.
You know?
The higher level fucking gangs, like, definitely so. At least the
And-
higher level operators.
Yeah.
Like you. Like, I bet the Latin Kings have fucking back hurt.
I'm good.
You don't have to sit here if you don't want to. Or you can. I don't know. I didn't know if you felt like you had to because we said something.
Do you want
about
to
it.
chit chat?
Yeah.
I'm relaxing.
Yeah, you look like you're relaxing. Besides that, your back
Listening.
hurts. You want this? Oh, cool. Yeah. The whole prison system's weird, anyways, dude. I really don't. It's fucking. It needs to be way better.
Yeah, I need to get out. I don't agree with half of it either.
Right? Could be way.
I'm kind of curious to see what Southwestern's like after seeing Graham.
It's gonna be different.
Yeah. Honestly, like, it's like, do you even bother with that? Like, I'd rather fucking reallocate and fucking put my resources towards the education system just to keep it, you know, like, that's where you should start.
Right. Right.
You know?
Improve. Yeah, that needs to be improved, to be honest with
And
you.
that's where I'm feeling, you know, like, that's how, like, you start solving the situation right there is just a better education system.
And you couldn't break in the backs of people. That's why I like Andrew Yang, dude. Back to Andrew Yang. Like, his whole fucking... He's got a vision. I'm gonna donate soon to him, actually. So I can be part of the Yang gang. I think I'm gonna get tattooed on my neck.
Dedication.
You should just go ahead and get, you know, Yang 2020 right on your forehead, you know,
Say-
calling it now.
That dang Yang gang. I know it all rhymes. I feel like I did have some other shit to talk about, though, to be honest with you. Kinda. I just wrote one thing down, to be honest with you. Because I did start listening to that Money Matters fucking thing.
Yeah, I was trying to get, like, I put a lot of my time and energy towards just
Oh, I sent you that video.
writing that love letter, actually.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that was,
Did
like,
feel
this is
like you
why I
need
don't
to?
have, like, do what?
you feel like you wanted to or needed
Yeah,
to?
dude, I did some Wim Hof breathing, and then, like, after, like, I was just chilling out after that, still laying on the ash, just, like, in a really good mood, you know, just got thinking about it, and
I was like, this is what I'm gonna do.
exactly, and I've been reading this mind map book, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try applying this to that and see what happens. And I was expecting it to be like done in like a couple hours, but it escalated into more and more and more.
Nice.
And then and then that's why I also don't have much content to talk about right now. I was like, I really rather be focusing my energy towards other things right now.
You would right now?
Well, no, not now. I'm
Oh.
just saying throughout the week, but
Word. Let's see here. Dude, I feel like it's all old shit. I have been writing my notes, like not really notes, but I did start reading here. Is like first it started off with like a to do, and also a things I like want or need to acquire, and then I organized that. Actually, I took those like that basic setup, and then I categorized everything that I had written down of what I needed to do or what I would feel like I need to get or want to get into health and fitness, life, which is just like kind of like random life shit, podcast stuff, outdoors.
I was also doing some research for the podcast also for whenever we do move in or whatever. I was just trying to figure out like sound dampening and just looking into some stuff. And
Oh yeah, me too.
I found I'm just gonna go get a bunch of fucking towels from like a thrift shop somewhere, like Salvation Army.
Towels?
Yeah,
Okay.
because those make really good sound dampeners. Actually,
shit.
sew them together and just pretty much staple it to a wooden frame, and then do the outside one. You can even put a design on or tie dye it later if you want.
Right.
But it works really good. I watched a guy do a sound test with them, and it like 4 towels, fucking like 3 inches thick worth of towel, did better than actual sound quality foam.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
I was actually looking at sound quality foam because we got this convolted foam at work that we ship circuit boards in, or we wrap circuit boards, and fucking I was like, dude, you could use this. I was like, Jericho, how much? It's kind of expensive though, so I was like, I gotta find something different. But they actually on the website, Uline website, they have soundproofing fucking
Oh yeah,
stuff as well.
yeah. I was looking into all that because like for right now, whenever we get moved in, whenever that may be, I was just thinking trying to make some makeshift thing up in the attic for the time being.
For sure.
So I was saying about building a couple of those towel frames I'm talking about, and just get them to where like you hang them up and around, and just kind of form some walls, some
Right.
sound walls,
Yeah, I'm down with that.
you know,
Yeah, we can do that.
up in the attic. So like,
But what I was gonna say though too is that since I'm reading that or listening to that podcast, what shit have you been following? Some of like anything that they say? Or
oh,
like,
listen, Money Matters.
Yeah.
I haven't really checked out anything else besides them themselves. Like I read a lot on Universal Basic Income. Like I've gone to their website.
Right, but what are you? So like, but they're just like trying to help me better financially, and like a lot of their shit. They talk about some other shit. I've only listened to a couple episodes, but so like, is there anything that you've
Have taken into action yet?
adopted from like that you've learned from them, or
Not quite yet. It's I'm listening. I'm driving. I need to start finding a way to like take note. But my
Right.
phone's too fucked up. I don't even want to like touch it anymore because of my auxiliary port.
right?
You tap my phone whenever, and it's like it's fucking up. But
Man, maybe if Tool tickets weren't $700, you could have bought a new phone.
no, I'm not gonna. I got a phone. It's doing just fine. I'd rather go see Tool. I already have a phone. It just don't work the way I want it to. Nothing I could recall that off my top of my head though when it comes to that. The affirmations or whatever. I've been trying to do that one. You know, like the things you're grateful for. And the affirmations I thought was just crazy that like that was the first podcast I listened to and they started talking about that.
Affirmations.
Yeah.
I've been saying when I've been working on like saying I am patient. Also, I am a peaceful being. That's another one that I've been doing. And like, well, as I say I am patient, or after I say it, I will let it out. You know, so like, because I feel like just saying it doesn't do enough, but that breath afterwards helps out a lot. I also want to get my workout video or notebook real quick
Go for it.
because I have been keeping a pretty detailed workout fucking thing.
So Tyler, what's up? This is Two Guys Trying to Podcast, bud. Like, this is like you've just been chilling here.
I'm chilling. Don't want to interrupt too much. I'll give my 2 cents if
You can, dude.
you can.
Do you enjoy it? Does Jared like beat this over your head? Like, listen to our podcast while you guys are at work.
You don't beat me with it. Kinda
He
like-
actually asked me to too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, no, that fucking slacker hasn't uploaded him yet. No, but yeah, we listen to him at work though. Rich likes it too.
That's cool. What's Rich got to say about
Actually, we didn't listen to the last one together. I listened to that because what the fuck would I have going on? I think I was on service calls when you uploaded it, and so I was just listening to it on my speaker myself. What were you saying though?
Oh,
What did Rich say?
yeah. What's Rich got to say about it?
Basic Rich stuff. Yeah, laughs, he likes it.
Oh, yeah, he
It's
gets
good.
into it. So
Yeah, he digs it.
you can tell he enjoys it.
I enjoy listening to it, but then it's like after listening to it, you know, and when it's done, it's like I meant to go somewhere else with that, and like I remember, like it's like fuck, you know. Do I talk about it later? Do I bring up what we talked about in the last podcast?
You
Do we
can.
bring it up again?
Yeah, gives you
Yeah,
material.
I'm actually kind of working on something to talk about. I was gonna do it I was actually just going to talk about it today, but I'm not going to because I actually want to have like solid information, facts on what I'm talking to, and I think I'm in the process of creating something. And you know that thing that I said, because dude, so when I went to go rock climbing, like I thought of this thing that I'm thinking of right now, and like I was like, oh, I'll remember it because I forgot my notebook at work, and I was like, fuck, I was like, I'll remember, and I'm like, I get back and I'm like, fuck, I don't fucking remember what it was, and I'm like, and even if I remember what it is, I don't think I'll remember that that's what I was supposed to remember, and it did happen because I did remember it, and then I had told Tyler about it, but then later on I realized I was like, oh yeah, that's what I said I would remember. Like,
That's it.
that's it.
Yeah, I was back to the content. I thought of it though. I was like, been working on trying to get some better content too. But this between last podcast and now, like, I've just been working on trying to fuck with this mic, the mic stand,
Doing shit.
digging with that, you know,
We got content.
life. But that did lead me to think it's something that I'm gonna go and bring up now. Is like, kind of going along with like, I feel like it kind of correlates a little bit with Andrew Yang, and it's just something that kind of fired in my head. So I wrote it down. And just I want to, put some more thought into it. It's like, I do feel like, maybe $1,000 a month would help be cool, but I'm thinking what would be even cooler is if we could just reduce our work weeks. And I don't think we need to work 40 hours anymore, man.
Right. Well, that might reduce work weeks. That might be a byproduct of that.
And I'm just saying, like, I think it'd be cooler if we could cut it in half, like 20 hours, or if we could do 30 hours even, just like give us more time
Right.
to ourselves. Like,
Right.
working 8 hours.
I don't think it's a law though. What's the thing? Who's setting this guideline?
That's something I should probably look into. Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Who sets work hour guidelines? Is that like it can't
Like,
be a law. The government cannot be a law.
I think
There's
that's how
no
you, I
way.
think 40 hours is what is legally considered a full-time job though. And that's,
Yeah, it's 32 to 40
yeah. Is it?
Is that
for full time.
is that tax code reason? I think. Now, is that where that comes from? I mean, is that where that legislation comes from? Is via the tax code? Like when you're taxing somebody, you can only tax them a certain amount if they're part time, and tax them a certain amount if they're full time. So they say
There's also some states, if they're not full-time or they're less than even part-time, they don't even have to pay them minimum wage. There's some
Right.
states that are getting away with that.
right.
That's
Yeah.
messed up.
Yeah, that is messed up.
And then, like, there's a whole fucking thing of, like, how waitresses also, because they get paid tips.
Right.
They don't have to pay them minimum wage either.
Right, which they don't, but most waitresses are struggling.
No. Unless the restaurant's struggling.
Yeah.
Which, you should probably just work at a different restaurant. But,
That's like, I swear, dude, like, fucking one of my ex-girlfriend's moms, she was a waitress, and she probably made $50 an hour at times, dude. Good chunk of the time, dude. It's like, because, like, they'll get paid whatever, but it's like, dude, people, I tip pretty decent, like, not, and it's like, for the amount of time that you're there, and the amount of time that they come to you, like, pretty much make it out, dude.
I don't know. I was just thinking, back to the hour thing, though, I was just thinking, if I just only had to work 4 hours a day, of how much more like,
Oh, yeah.
like how much more would I be able to accomplish?
Right,
Not
well-
feel pressured or rushed to do
Right.
anything and still get things done.
But it might not, right?
And then how many
Yeah, that's
people?
also that also creates the fucking drive to create something for yourself that you don't have to work 8 hours, maybe. Like.
So would we get paid more for
Yeah.
less hours?
Yeah, that's the thing.
How would it compensate, like,
Yeah, that's-
how things are now?
This was like a 5-minute thought that popped in my head that I wrote down.
right. And let's fucking
Yeah,
dissect this
it's
shit.
not- and
I
that's
agree,
why I'm
because
bringing it
a lot
up
of other
though.
countries only have 6-hour work weeks
Yeah, that'd be tight too.
or 6-hour work days.
That'd be awesome. Fucking.
Forget what country. Me and Jarek have talked about it before. Might be in Italy or something like that. Look into that. Look into it. Eddie Bravo. Hoopa.
I can see that.
Yeah.
France pretty chill. They smell, but they're pretty chill.
How do you know this?
It's not, dude. It's a thing. But, yeah, because... Yeah, I mean, also, I'm trying to get this thought collected in my brain.
I mean, what else did I write down here? Yeah, still, I literally was like, how could it? I think whenever I wrote it down, I was like, how could a 4-hour workday better everybody? Would it? Would it, you know, more people would have time for themselves? And also, like, with automation, even, we don't have to do as much work.
Right.
You know, like,
Shouldn't.
you know, I mean, other, like, office jobs. Like, I remember hearing studies where people, like, yeah, they only do, like, a solid 2 hours of work, and they've even told their boss this, and they're like,
Right.
yeah, just make
Yeah.
it seem
I
like
know
you're
people.
doing something,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, I know lots
And
of
it's
people like
like-
that. Just like Fight Club.
Yeah.
Or not Fight Club. Bill Hicks, that's his joke. He's like, get to work. Or he's like, work. He's like, I don't have anything to do. And he's like, well, pretend you're working. He's like, how about you pretend I'm working? Pretend I'm sweeping or something. Pretend there's customers and we had a good day. Let's close up. How about this? I'm your boss. You're fired. How's that for role playing?
But yeah, you know, like, fucking, we're creating it where we just got to do less and less. So why the fuck are we still doing 8 hours worth of shit, or just fucking trying to find 8 hours worth of shit?
Because it's not us doing it. It's fucking corporations and fucking people that don't give a shit about us. About, well, not all of them, but I mean a lot of them people fucking don't, dude. So like, what the fuck was I gonna say? Yeah, it's like me and Uncle Ty were talking about it because I was talking to him about the whole Amazon thing. Because I was like, so what is this whole like about the not paying taxes and shit? And he's like, we talked about that. I'll get back to that in a second. But it's like, I understand like if you're Todd and Jeff fucking starting out a company and you're trying to figure out how you can save money and maximize your profits so you can expand your company. But it's like Jeff Bezos that has a fucking bajillion-dollar company. You know, like multi-billion-dollar company. It's like,
can buy Granite City.
why do you give a fuck if you save 500,000 or you know, or fucking, you know, $1 million even, or a couple million? It's like, what the fuck is it to you? You have like hundreds of billions of dollars. It's like, why? You know, and it's like, because it's that mentality though that puts the squeeze on us, because they're these corporations and shit like that are just continually trying to fucking maximize their profits and fucking minimize their loss. And you know, it's like what they have to pay their employees is a loss. You know, that doesn't go towards their profits. That's fucking, and that's the way they see it. So it's like they're gonna try to maximize as much effort and work out of you for as they can get you for as little as possible, because that maximizes their profits. You know. That's the whole fucking thing of it. And it's like, you have to change that mentality and how they fucking view, how fucking people that are running these giant corporations or whatever fucking are looking at us, you know, as fucking a loss and not a gain, because we're a gain. And if you treat us better, then we can, which has actually been shown. Look at fucking Google. They treat their employees better and fucking don't do that shit and fucking getting, you know, they're a very successful company.
Yeah, they're very progressive, I've heard.
I don't know. It's fucking weird. But, I don't know. I did go talk to Uncle, I wanted to talk to Uncle Todd, like somebody that had a better understanding of, like, companies and taxes and fucking shit like that. And because I'm debating, I'm like, why didn't Amazon pay fucking taxes? And is it because at the end of the year, is it because throughout the year they're paying taxes on each individual sale and all this shit that they're already making, so then by the time the end of the year comes, like, it looks like they're not paying any taxes because it's already been, sales tax and shit's already been taken out, you know? And it's like, but also, like, a lot of things is cities will give tax incentives to companies such as Amazon or whatever, say, you know what, you build your warehouse here or your packaging facility here, and you don't have to pay taxes for the next 15 years, that because of the revenue that they're bringing there because of of their sales and having employees and stuff there. So their communities are trying to incentivize companies with tax breaks to move their shit there. So like, that's another reason it looks like they're not paying a bunch of taxes either, because of all these fucking incentives. And there's probably other fucking fucked up shit going on, but I feel like it's probably not what people are making it out to be. But I also have to dig more into it, and I just talked to Uncle Todd about it, mainly my first source, because I just want to jump on something, really, yeah.
I imagine he probably has a good idea about it.
Yeah, because what really fucking like tears me about it is like, All right, so they might not be paying taxes, but what I do like about Amazon is that there's shit like that. My sleeping bag that I have, dude, I bought that from a fucking small startup company that just sells through Amazon. It makes it as a great marketplace for fucking people to be able to sell a product with low overhead of not having to open up a brick and mortar fucking store. And I feel like it's a great thing for that, you know. But it's like, so I'm like trying to figure out if it's something I should still be supporting or not. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I have not thought into it that deep.
Yeah. I guess that's just what I do. That's what I can. So if I'm gonna figure it out, I'm gonna figure it the fuck
And
out.
if I had more time in the day,
To just think.
I might.
All you gotta do is just think. If you're always in your brain. I'm always right here. Kinda. Yeah. I don't know. I want to share this. I've just been keeping a really good fucking workout log though, which I did take inspiration from you on that. I wasn't writing my fucking no workout
It's
list.
funny because I haven't been keeping track of my workouts like I need to.
Nope, fucking yin and yang, bro. But really, I've only been doing the same workout. I've been doing since, let's see, what day is this? How long have we been rolling?
We are at 1 hour and 6 minutes.
Yeah, that fucking camera probably died. I need to figure something else out for that. That's kind of fucking...
I'm content with where we're at until...
No, this is me, though.
All right.
You're doing the microphone shit. Let me do something.
I think I'm still going to be content with that. I'm going to get me a set of proper headphones, but
Right.
I'll work more towards it when we move.
Right.
I'm probably going to start, I'll probably also start getting the towels or whatever, building frames for them.
Yeah.
Because that's cheap and easy. Fucking,
Yeah.
How many towels do you think you could buy at a fucking thrift store
I
for?
don't know, but you can steal a lot from hotels. Every single towel I have is from a hotel.
Is that why they're all white?
Yeah.
I just thought you got a good deal on towels or something.
Yeah, I did. They were free.
They were a steal.
But I've only been recording I've been recording since February 27th. And I've been doing the same workout since then, which is the Simple and Sinister workout.
I want to say I definitely feel like I've gotten more in my mindset that I need to work out, like push towards doing it like every day. You know, it's become I'm finding it easier to go do it now, for sure.
Yeah.
Like
I find it hard to not work out right now for some reason. I'm sure that will subside eventually. Like I go through fucking shit, and I think it being right there though too, because like I'll just sit around like especially like on the weekend or something, and then it's like man, fucking dick around right here. But yeah, I've been fucking just pretty much fucking. I don't even know what I wanted to talk about it about, but I wanted to go get this for some reason because I was gonna say something about it. But
you do that.
start stretching.
Tyler, don't let it go too quiet. I'm gonna go piss real quick.
Let me go pee your pants, bro. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I got anything to say about this now. How do you feel, Tyler?
How do I feel?
Yeah, what do you think about it all? Scoot over closer.
About what?
I don't know.
Scoot over closer.
Anything. Yeah, just closer to the microphone.
Oh. Like anything?
I don't know.
I feel kind of uneasy about how big polar bears are.
They are my fucking
I didn't think they were that big.
giant, dude. A bear had been like 11 feet tall.
Easy. Like that one in the picture that Rich showed us, I feel like...
Well,
that-
he was,
but
thing was
like a
also
world
standing
record.
on a block. Of
Oh, it
something.
was?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, it's kind of deceptive. But the
Because
block...
that looked like a good fucking, like, 7 feet taller than him.
Oh, yeah. That bear was huge, dude.
And I understand it can stand up on hind legs, but to be like fucking 20 feet
I want to see a bear and a gorilla go at it, dude. I want to watch more videos. It's dude, like the way gorillas move is almost like they're not real. Like when they jump and just fly like that because they're so massive, and it's like it just doesn't seem like that thing should be able to fucking do that.
I saw this fucking gorilla inside of like a fucking kid's pool, It was just sitting there playing. Like,
Oh,
it was
right.
just started spinning around in a circle real fucking, like, really
Right.
fast, like a little kid. I was just like, man, that looks just like something I would do.
Right. Yeah, that would be cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, wait till Josh gets all the way back in.
I didn't wash my hands.
I don't give a shit. I am fucking eager for that pizza, though.
Let's go there.
You smell it?
Yeah, I just smelled the fuck out of it.
Well, that's not fair, Jared, because I can't smell.
Man, you made shit sound weird.
Yeah, it was my foot. Hit that. I could edit that out. Because I've gotten pretty good at editing things.
Nice. I've made a couple video clips. I've posted a couple of my workout videos. Fucking, I shot down. Oh yeah, dude. Fucking, yeah. Last weekend, fucking, I took a video and fucking posted it of a workout, just like this thing I've been doing to help my balance and stability. I think I posted on Instagram, and Seth ended up hitting me up because he broke. Did you know Seth broke his leg skateboarding?
No, I did not.
Yeah, fucking. But anyways, he's back. Like, he can walk on his leg and shit again. But he's like, yo, like, what's? Because I was using like my wall ball to do different balancing shit. He's like, what's that ball? You know, like, I could help me with my leg and stuff. And I was like, it's a wall ball. I was like, well, you can really use any medicine balls. Like, I got different workouts and shit that I could show you to help you strengthen your leg and shit back up. And so, dude, I sat here for like probably a solid couple hours, dude. Was that this past weekend? Yeah. And just made different, like, I did like a two-legged squat. I did a single leg squat, a couple different variations. CS also did a couple different lunge variations, a couple different stretches that he could do, and a hip bridge, which also helps strengthen shit up. And just like sent him some fucking videos and like shit like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't know if I fucking use them, but that was fun. It was interesting.
Did you post them on Instagram too?
No.
No.
No, I did not.
I just wanted to make an apology because of the last podcast. It did sound like there was no breaks because there was no breaks. Like,
Right.
something was, that was in Audacity. I figured
Right.
out that was a quick, actually, like literally a 2-minute search and found what
Right.
the problem was. I guess upon clicking on a bunch of shit at one point, I turned something on that I shouldn't have, and didn't know how to fucking turn it off. So I think I took care of that. As it looks like, it's normally like, say if it's quiet, it wasn't doing shit. It would just
They just
pause.
crunched it all together.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So I took care of that. That was quick and simple. Yeah, I did, like, as I was talking about getting a second mic. I found a second mic that I already had, and I got a mic stand for it, but the mic's just kind of a low
That's
grade.
a bummer that we should have just used the mic first before we bought the stand.
And we'll end up getting another mic, and it was only like not even $10, dude. It was like $13 altogether. When
You said not even $10.
I know, but it's like after
$13.
the
You
mic.
told me it's $3 more than $10.
No, it was the mic was less than $3 or less than $10, but
Oh.
after shipping and all that other good shit,
Right.
I only paid like $13 for it.
Word.
You know, and I got a 3-year warranty, and it's a simple contraption that I'm sure if we continue to do this, like I plan on continuing to do, we'll have
we can figure something out
we'll
for
have a
it.
use for it.
True that.
It's a mic stand, a desk mic stand. We're gonna probably end up investing in another mic one day.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna try exploring that, seeing if I can figure out how to get this to play as 2 devices. Actually,
Right. Well, I mean, I guess I could go over my fucking little list of values I've got fucking so far, which isn't very far. Because, man, it just seems a lot. I think I'm probably just gonna. I don't know. I think it's because I'm thinking about it too.
I feel like you're not gonna be done with it. It's like after doing that letter I wrote for Courtney and like seeing it as like I could do better than, you know, like, this is just like my first try at it, and like
Right.
it's fucking. I didn't even expect it to manifest into this. Now knowing that I can do that, it's like I could probably do this way better.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna try doing that over the next couple of days. Also, is like right one for me, and just evaluate myself and try to figure out where I'm standing at on a lot of things. Also,
Right. Yeah, oh my god. So you really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I mean, I feel like some of these kind of go into each other. I mean, really, my first thing was that, first I had treat people as I wish to be treated, regardless of how they may treat myself or others. But I changed that to treat all living things, because I think that I think that all living things, are really all of one thing. I think we're all made up of the same shit. We're all like inhabiting this existence together, and I don't know. It's just like, so I feel like people don't just deserve the respect treatment. It's like animals and plants as well. All living fucking things. We're all fucking really equal in all this. Or just
we're all part
consciousness.
We're all part of the universe experiencing itself.
Yeah. I was like, but really, so I kind of like broke that down too. Is like, it's not my position to decide how someone is to be treated. Like, I'm not the judge of because maybe I see someone that I don't think maybe treating somebody as well or myself as well. It's not my position to decide that how they should be treated based on their behavior, because we all have our faults and our shortcomings, and we all deserve to be treated equally. And those treatments would be with like love, kindness, compassion, and acceptance. Because it's like, like even if somebody's being shitty, dude, that might just be something that they're working on, or fucking that they haven't reached yet. It's like, and not that fucking I don't treat people shitty, too. It's like, try not to, but I know I do, because fucking I get shitty attitudes a lot, fucking. So, but another thing that comes to is to be patient. It's like, it's not a race to the finish line, really. It's like, that's pretty much all. I got other shit that goes with that, and here with patience, I feel like a lot of shit goes with being patient.
For sure.
Cause I feel like I got also another one I got on here is I got being content, and it's like, but it's like, don't settle or not strive for improvement, but be content with what I have and where I am. Remember that all things are a process and great change comes over time. So that kind of goes with being patient. So like being content, like where you're at is patience, because it's like, not that I'm not, obviously striving to try to better myself, but it's like, it can feel overwhelming, or like feel like you're not good enough because you can be better. And so you are uncontent with your status or where you're at.
I come to that realization a lot when I write my journal. Like, even if I'm not happy or whatever, I realize it's because I'm still, like, what I'm striving for is not coming soon enough.
Right.
Or when I am content, knowing that, or just realizing that I am happy where I'm at, and I'm still striving to do better.
Right. It's like a hard thing though to like, I feel like, to be content and still strive though, because it's like you almost fall into like this lull of comfort. And it's like you need to like find that middle ground of where you're like comfortably uncomfortable. It's like, what was the thing I said? Perfectly imperfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like why I took the transfer also, because I heard the Southwestern wasn't as good as Graham. I've heard everybody say Graham's like pretty much the cake job to be in. It's like,
right.
Well, that's cool. If I was like ready to like retire soon, but it's not what I want to do the rest of my fucking life. So
I feel like if you were trying to actually be a good person inside of the Department of Corrections and try to help somebody, that would be the best place to be able to do it. It'd have more of an impact, because not everybody there, most people are there to get good time, dude, but some people really benefit from that. Like, I don't know if it's just because that's the correction center that I went to, and they did have drug treatment facilities in there, and a lot of the stuff being taught, made me think in certain ways, or, made me like reflect differently, and on top of having a history of fucking psychedelic use also, and just being able to like look at things differently, fucking I don't know what it was, or just maybe my own introspection already, but like, I don't know if I would have the same effects or results if I would have went to a different, corrections facility that didn't have the structure that is in place there, or the programs, but it's also like, I also don't buy a lot of the shit, because it's a lot of the drug treatment shit is fucking nonsense. I feel like it can be bogus, but there's valid shit in there, so I don't know if I was just able to sift through all that and kind of make whatever work for me work, but yeah.
I mean, I do want to do good. I just don't see me striving to do good, like, as a CO at Graham, being very like
right, but who's to judge what's impactful and what's not, dude? Like, even if you fucking help somebody nudge the path to even start thinking about fucking better way of fucking thinking, you know? Like, I don't know, dude. Fucking, but I don't know. Like, and it's not saying, and like, I don't know how you interact with fucking inmates or fucking, you know, whatever, but, I'm sure you're not shitty to them.
Oh, I'm not.
You
Oh,
know
no.
what I'm saying? Like, that's all that really matters. You know, that matters.
I'm not a dick by any means.
Yeah, but you're not going in there and be like, okay, man, like trying to talk to
Oh,
them.
no, I'm
like,
not
I get,
coddling them either.
right,
you know?
yeah, you know, but it's like, you'll make an impact how you need to make an impact. But here, I think it's a more openness for making maybe an impact or making it, or helping, being helpful there, you know? I don't know. You just have to see. And I haven't been there in 7 years, so.
It could be different.
Or not 7, like, damn, 7, 2000, what year is it?
It's 19.
6 years.
Dude, we're going to be back in our 20s again next year.
Yeah, no shit.
We never really haven't left them yet, but
Right.
we haven't left our 20s. But we'll be in the 20s next year.
In our 30s. But, so the other one is be open and accepting of ideas and beliefs that are different of my own. Like, stand for what I believe in. This is where I decided to change it from beliefs and values. Because, like, stand up for what I believe in and understand that things change as I grow and there's always room to evolve my beliefs. So, like, I was thinking that because, like, I can evolve the things that I believe in or the things that I hold true to me, but I feel like the values, you know, like, these are concrete. Like, treat people, you know, treat all living things you want to be treated. Be patient. You know, like, these are things that, though I grow and my understanding changes, these are things that will not change because, you know, like, be open and accepting of ideas and beliefs, like, and be honest and truthful with myself and others. You know, it's like those aren't, as I gain more information, there's no need for those to change because they're universal, you know? And that's what I'm really trying to figure out for my values, is something that if I do come to a crossroad where it's not something that is like a belief, you know, where it's like, I mean, even though I guess these in a sense are a belief because they're specific to me and not everybody has to hold these same values, but I just got myself into a fucking weird spiral. But yeah.
That's cool, dude. Fucking.
And then also have integrity. So that is like, so then that goes with being truthful and honest. So it's like, and that goes with more being honest with myself. You know, like, I feel like there's a lot of times in a lot of situations where I'm probably not as honest with myself as I should be, which is weird to think that you can lie to yourself about shit, dude, and like,
I try to hold myself to a good value integrity all the time, you know.
Right.
Like, fucking like Tuesday I was in Tower 6 and it's like I was starving and I'm like, there's somebody left some food in there. It's like, it's been here for a week now.
Right.
It's like, should I eat it? Should I not? Like, I think a good person, you know, it's not mine. I should just leave it be, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know whose it is. I don't know if they're gonna be back for it. It could be somebody else that works here 5 days a week.
right.
You know, like,
True.
I'm not gonna be that guy. I'll wait.
Yeah.
So I ate it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Fuck it.
But I will be the guy to use your coffee filters, cause if I forgot a coffee filter, because, well,
Coffee filter's cheap.
yeah, I'd rather, if you're gonna be borrowing anything of mine, I'd rather be the coffee filter rather than the coffee. I'd rather just give you the water, because that comes from the sink.
Let's see. And then I also had be proactive. Like, it's pretty much just be proactive in my own life or with anything that I want to do or choose to do, because it's like, and what I wrote here is like, if I wish to achieve or be anything I wish to be, I must be the driving force to accomplish it. And that's just saying that, like, nobody else is going to give it to me or hand it to me.
Nobody's gonna run this race for you, man.
Yeah. So I have to be proactive in that, and then that's all I really got right now. I also have what's something down back here. Enjoy the process / processes of life, along with the destination. Like, the destination, and it was weird because I wrote that, and he even talked about that in that Listen Money
Matters.
Yeah, Listen Money Matters. How these destinations, like, so like these destinations within your life that you're like trying to achieve are just really just another step in the process of whatever you're doing. You know, it's not like oh, we go summit Long's Peak and that's it. And it's like, no, that's just like one step in the process of climbing to a higher standard. You know, so it's like there's no real destinations. They're just other fucking markers of your process of life.
It's kind of like how I'm enjoying all of this, you know, like the podcasting, you know, fucking doing this, like this isn't where I want to be, you know, like I have a better end goal than just like than this, but this is still like the fun parts of it, you know, like you know, going back and forth, fucking the inadequate studio for you know, starting out with
what studio?
The fucking
it's at your house.
The figuring out even how to get it uploaded or to record it, you know, like our first one ever, you know, it's like how do we even where do we even start, you know, just Google search
the internet,
you know.
Just think, I guess this wouldn't even be a thing without the internet.
It's been a fun process, like all of this has been great, and I've been enjoying, like you gotta enjoy every day, like you realize it's your life, you know, like that is the end. There is no destination. It's just there's every day, and you gotta take the best enjoyment that you can, you know.
Mm-hmm. Just hard at times, dude, to be honest with you, which is gonna coincide with something I'm sorry I keep like vaguely fucking talking about
big
something
things are coming.
That are not really big things, but I just
they're big.
Yeah, they're big. I want to pick my nose. Huge. Yeah, that's really all I got written down on that. I need to work on it more. I am gonna see about probably over because Lindsay started new jobs. The kids have to go to daycare, and she's talking about the kids have to go to daycare in the summer or some shit too. But I might see about them just staying a few weeks like straight, or maybe like a week here and there, and doing like just day camps around here. They've got one at Climb So Ill. It's like a week long. It's just a half day though, but they can go fucking do rock climbing, and it's like a whole day camp for a week doing rock climbing. And then they also have stuff at the YMCA, which their website's hard to fucking really navigate on and like figure out what's what on there, but I gotta look more into that for the YMCA. But so far I got Climb So Ill. Yeah, man, I'll just yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I wish I had more to bring to the table on this one also.
Alright. You're bringing what you need to bring, dude.
That said though, Matt's getting his teeth pulled this Monday. And so the 25th I asked him to see if he could do it. Because I'd rather just have, like, while we're still got our studio at the house, rather, you know.
Yeah. When we move down here, though, I'd like to have my dad come as a fucking guest.
Alright, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to him about it. Which we are confirmed on our Dad Ventures. Which I don't know if I said that last time or not.
We talked about it. I don't think we recorded it.
Yeah, it's a confirmed. I mean, my dad are going to go to Colorado. Might water raft, might summit a peak. Might do both. I don't know. I actually really just need to organize myself on that and get that going. Oh yeah, I sent you that video. Did you watch the video of that fucking hot spring?
No, I did not.
You should have.
Did not.
You have to watch it right now.
Okay.
But I figured I found a hot spring that looks like the hot spring to go to. They don't have any lights there. It's open till 10 at night. Once it gets dark, you can go nude. Fucking bring your own food type shit too. It's up like this dirt road up on top of this fucking like mountain, and but it's all like concrete. It's like they're like pools, but they're just have spring water running into them and shit. It seemed like the least fancy, more fucking like just
like, oh hey, we came upon this hot spring on this hike.
Right. I guess I could show you pictures of it. And what else? Oh, you can get. I'm gonna get a massage while I'm there too. They have masseuses. I'm gonna get a massage.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I'm planning on having Matt coming on. He was gonna come on. I've been talking to him, so he's gonna come on and do it sometime soon. But he's also getting his teeth pulled on one of the days we usually record. This coming Monday, I think.
Here, you can just flip through some of those. I want to make sure we got the same one right here.
Who else would we want as another guest? Let's start trying to get a guest on here a little bit more often. I'm trying to think.
We haven't got our first guest on.
Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler.
Alright.
I mean, Tyler's, you know,
I don't. Yeah.
he's been in the background quite a bit. So is Courtney, you know.
Yeah.
I might have Courtney come on. Like,
Like a full-fledged come on. You want a full-fledged come on?
As long as it's on my face.
just
in your belly button.
I was gonna say I'm the belly kind of guy.
Well, I guess I got hair on my face. Too.
Right. This is it.
Yes.
It's so beautiful, man.
Is that where we're gonna go?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess honestly, we're kind of on hiatus anyways until
Yeah.
we figure out about.
I mean, I feel like the Colorado trip's still gonna happen, for sure. Spangel's gonna happen.
Okay.
I'm still feeling like I got this IDOT job. I won't know for another. Before the month's over, hopefully I'll know. Like I'll know one way or the other. Like I said
Right.
before, but with Swick though, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. We're on hiatus.
Yeah, we're on. That is a complete
That's cool.
hiatus until.
Because you can figure your vacation out and we can work around it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Exactly. Yep. And that starts on Saturday.
And we'll find out. As soon as you can find out, you should know, because if it's going to have to be later in the year, it's going to be more popular, and we will have to be, more
We're on the ball about getting those permits.
Yes. Yes.
All right. All right.
What do you think?
I'm good. Tyler, you good?
I'm good.
You got any suggestions for the podcast?
You ain't gonna hurt our feelings.
No, you're
I
not.
don't know.
All right, guys. This is Two Guys Trying to Podcast. We want to hear from you. And again, I still want to hear about some people's good deeds. I'm trying to correlate and escalate that into something better. I need some more motivation to keep me on it, and I want to start working 4-day weeks so that way I can start focusing on other things. You know?
And I gave you the book, 4 Hour Work Week.
Yeah, no, I haven't started. I've been still doing the mind mapping book.
Gotcha.
That's the next one I'm gonna read.
Okay.
And
I'm still reading this book. Balling, dude.
Yeah. I'm gonna reread a little bit of mind mapping, and so that way whenever I read the 4 Hour Work Week, I'll be able to take better, proper notes the way I should, that actually retain what I'm doing.
Bird up.
Yeah.
All right. We're about it. Well, this was Two Guys Trying to Podcast, and we're gonna go eat some pie on Pie Day.
Yeah. 3.14.
Yeah. 3 on episode 14. The 3 of us
On the
Pie Day.
14th day.
Yeah. Of the third month.
The 14th podcast.
Oh my god.
So many threes.
I just
in
got a
your life,
synchronicity
man.
boner.
It's also the 14th podcast.
Yeah, I know. That's what I just said.
All right. Later, guys.
Do a lot.
Signing out.
Adios.
Muchacho.